I had recorded this video yesterday. My phone decided it was going to run out of storage, and it wouldn't let me save it to my phone, so I could send it to my iPad. It just was being very, very annoying, like in a way that just like, do you want me to fail? Like, it's like that happened. It's like trying to like hinder me from like progressing, and it's like really annoying. Like, I finished it. Ooh, snap. That's not what I meant to do. And it's like that happened. It's like another wrench in the plans. Like, very annoying. Sorry. Yeah, very annoying. So I had finished it, had edited and everything. It just was not on the ad rate. So really, I need like a camera, because like that way I don't have to like use like this, but for like shorts or something, because it's very, very, very annoying to try and do this. It's like very annoying. So anyways, this was going to be about a Scream movie. First one that came out in 1996. I really liked that movie. I was only 4 when it came out, but I saw it probably when I was like in high school, and I've been like a fan ever since, because like it really did kind of like change the game. In like the like horror movie like scene, it kind of just changed the game. Like, I know Halloween changed the game, but Scream like reset it again, and it did come out like almost 20 years after Halloween. But like, and a couple years after Jason, Friday the 13th movies. Anyway, so yeah, it starts off Casey, played by Drew Barrymore. She's home alone, trying to make some popcorn so she can watch a video, as she puts it. And oh snap! I like dropped foundation on my leg or something. Anyway, she's at home alone, and she gets a phone call by an unknown number that she does not know. And it turns out that it's from Ghostface, which we don't know at the time that it's Ghostface. But future audience knows it's from Ghostface. Speaking of Ghostface, my friend got me this palette. Ghostface on it like a couple months ago from this brand that she saw on Instagram. Look, it's Ghostface. I thought it was so cute. Anyways, this is what the colors look like. So bright, and they are actually really pigmented. I've like used this a couple times, and actually I need to get my brush, and I need to move my cat because he insists on being in the way. So put you down. So let's find a good brush, because I didn't want to have to dig too hard. So yeah, she saw this on Instagram. So anyways, yes, I have to get a laptop to, because I want it to be great, because I started like a podcast and everything, and here we go, something miraculously happens. It's like every time you get like a stride, something technologically happens, because obviously that you gotta throw a wrench in the plans. So that way, like, do you really want it? Also, if you hear my neighbors, I'm sorry. They only talk between the hours of 11 and 3 a.m. at maximum volume. They're so loud for no reason. So, anyways, Casey's making popcorn so she can watch a video. And the phone rings and it's Ghostface. He starts asking her a series of questions: who she is, what is she doing. And that's when she tells him she's about to watch a video. I don't think she ever tells him she's alone, which, she did good with that. So, we'll give her props for that. So yeah, she does that. And we're like, oh, Casey, really? Don't talk to strangers. But like, she does it anyways. So she's talking to him, getting to know him and stuff. And before you know it, the mood changes. He's like, what's your favorite scary movie? And he asks her, like, girl, what's up? I wish they had an orange shimmer in here. That would be like so cute. But anyways, he like starts asking her what her favorite scary movie is. And I believe she says Halloween, which same. I too was at Halloween because that was the original cultural reset. Well, Psycho was the original cultural reset, personally, I think. But like Halloween was a reset. And it had Jamie Lee Curtis in it. But yeah. So, and I forgot what this brand is called. So if you want them, actually, they're called Spoiled Cosmetics. You see it on the back. Spoiled Cosmetics. If you read backwards, then you got it. But yes. Stop. Alright, well, I can't find my mascara. So we're just gonna, yeah. So she answers the question and then he starts quizzing her. He's like, so, Jason, who did it? And he's like, Jason. I've seen that movie like so many times. And then, funny enough, she was wrong because in the first one, it's Jason's mom, not actually Jason. Which I forgot too, but in the second one and beyond, it's Jason because these killers never die, except for in Jason X. So yeah, anyways, things start happening. Casey's fighting for her life, and then she runs outside. After Ghostface asks her, "Guess which door I'm at?" She's like, "I don't know. I have like 10 doors. You could be at any of them." But okay, thanks for this weird quiz. She like runs outside, and then she's like, she punches Ghostface through the glass after she gets surprised that he's standing right there at the door. And then she's like running towards the thing because her parents are this close from being home. Okay, her life is about to just go back to normal. But it turns out her life is actually over, which is unfortunate because we were all kind of hoping she would live, right? So then yeah, Casey gets by Ghostface. And I think it was Randy. Although later on in the movie, when they're discussing it at the water fountain, they make it seem like it could have been Billy. But then it's like Billy was at Sid's house, although like he could have killed Casey and then went to Sid's house. So it's not like it's impossible to do that. Anyways, so yeah, so Ghostface catches up to her and it's like the stove is on fire when her parents get home. And her parents like walk inside and see all this mess and like, Casey, where are you at? Casey. And Casey is absolutely nowhere to be found. And then the dad says, Mom, go outside and like go to the neighbors, I guess, which when they were driving up the road, it looked like it was like a long road. So she would have had to drive because I don't think their neighbors are close the way that he said that go to the neighbors, like they're right there. But anyways, and then when the mom is leaving, she sees Casey hanging from a tree. Yeah, it's just, mm, yeah. Oof. That would have kept me up for a while. So yeah, next day, well, actually, before the next day, Billy goes over to Sid's house because he watched The Exorcist and he was thinking about his girlfriend, which goes hand in hand. Exorcist, girlfriend, you know, same kind of vibes. And then they hang out. They have some hanky panky time, and then the next turns over to the next day, and Tatum, Rose McGowan, fills it in because it's 96 and it's not like we get it like a quick now, like this person died, it's like a little bit of a slower information, um, or at least just not as quick as it was now. So yeah, Tatum fills her in, and just like Casey got murked last night, and Sid's like, what? She's like, she was in my English class, or she said something like that. Tatum, this is one of the faults in this movie. Tatum talking about, well, she isn't now. I just thought about how semi-goofy that line is. Well, she isn't now. Thank you, Tatum. I know that. That's why I said what I said. Thank you for your revelation. So, they get to class. Sid's all like nervous and stuff because Casey died, and her empty seat is like right in front of her. And like eventually, things started to get real wild at the school. Sid's mom died last year, and she's still dealing with the trauma. Billy, Stu, Tatum are all hanging out at the lockers. Actually, Billy rolls up. The three are hanging at the lockers, and then they're hanging at the lockers, talking and stuff. And man, like this was a regular day. And then Sid's like, I can't deal with this. It's like too much. And it's like happening right around the year anniversary of her mom getting murdered by a character named Cotton. Cottonberry. So eventually she runs to the bathroom, Sydney. And because Billy's like being like, I guess, almost a stereotypical boyfriend in this situation where he's like, well, I don't care. My mom left, so get over it. Says like, my mom died. Yours is still alive. There's like a big difference. Know what I'm saying? After Sid gets out of the bathroom, well, no, backtracking. Two girls are in there talking mad-ish about Sid. Like, her mom got murdered, and it's like people are dragging her. And then the girls are making it seem like Sid is the one that murdered her mom. Absolutely not. No. Turns out her mom was just, taking a bit of a carousel ride, if you know what I mean. So then, anyways, Sid leaves the bathroom stall, goes to the sink, freshen up, wash her hands. I don't think I saw her wash her hands. Ew. Okay, never mind. She deserves that. So then, anyways, all of a sudden she hears the sound, turns around. She's like, I don't see anything after checking the stalls. And then she walks up. Do. Ghostface comes at her. Now, this time I was like, who could it maybe have been? And I think it was Billy. Although, it's like, how do they get them to look the same height? Do they wear the same boots? Like, do they? Because I was like, dang, this time it had to be Stu. So she goes out of the bathroom, traumatized, leave her stuff at the bathroom. Okay, forget it. Slightly jogs slash maybe runs down the stairs. I'm debating on whether or not which one it is. So nice. She does that. And she is talking to Tatum, and Tatum's like, well, you're not going anywhere without me. Forget it. Just forget it. All right, you're not going anywhere alone. And then, oh shoot, what's the next thing? And then, oh, and this is when school gets canceled kind of indefinitely. Stu's like, thank you, Sid, for whatever you did. Thanks. Even though him and Billy are the reason why they were the pioneers. They started this. It wasn't Cotton Ruby, it wasn't Gail, it was these two lunatics. Really? So anyways, her and Sid are talking outside of somebody's house. I don't know whose house they're at, but we're just gonna say Tatum's. So they're sitting outside of Tatum's house, chilling, talking. And Tatum's like, maybe your mom was just very unhappy. She made a reference to something that I just never understand. I don't know. But yeah. Tatum's like, maybe she was just a very, very, very unhappy woman. Viable. Her dad was always about business, but she got to be a housewife, didn't she? You gotta choose your battles. Okay. And being with other men while you're married is not really the battle you're choosing. I'm just saying. Yeah, it is. And Sid's like, well, I don't really believe that, she's in real denial that her mom is kind of for everyone. So anyways, they go to the gas station, a grocery store with Dewey. To get snacks and drinks and stuff for the party. And the party is at Randy's house, which is Sid's best friend, the guy who's always waiting, because you can't have a guy friend and not want to have anything to do with you in that way. Do you know how strange y'all are as human beings to not just be able to have a friend? You gotta want to have intercourse with her all the time. Be for real. Actually be for real. So anyways, they get their stuff ready for the party. And then they go to the party, right? Everything seems like it's cool, fine and dandy. Also, side note, Billy comes to the party all late. Everybody's leaving. You wanna know why they're leaving? Because someone discovered that the principal got murdered. I wonder who it was. Well, Billy just showed up to the party extremely late, and last minute everyone's leaving, so it was Billy. I believe it was Billy, because how could it not have been Billy? Anyways, Mac better. So, party drinks are going, food is going. Gail stumbles into Dewey. Shady people. Yikes. At some point, Sydney throws her a nice right hook, which she deserved. So, yeah. Anyways, Gail stumbles into Dewey, Courtney Cox, and David Arquette. And she makes it seem like she just stumbled upon it because it's a teens at a party. He's like, it's nothing but kids drinking and eating. Which, as a police officer, why are you letting this go on? Question mark everywhere. Because why are you letting this go on? What are we doing here? Do you know what we're doing here? Anyways, Gail gets her coat and grabs her camera. Side note, her cameraman gets blood spilt on the floor. Poor. So, anyways, Gail grabs her coat and her camera that her cameraman hands to her. Like, Gail. Also, they find Sid's dad's car at Randy's house, obviously planted there. So they go inside the party, and woof, you think they're about to tussle because Gail, Sydney, I guess, gets up so she can leave to go to the bathroom. But you know, in good movie tension, Gail walks by her and she's like, says like, side face and all, like, thought it was going to be a girl fight, but it didn't happen though. Like, what's wild is literally they just looked at each other, glared. Gail knew what was up because Sydney already like gave her a nice sweet to the face like hours beforehand. That's why she just stared at her. If you hear a loud sound, it's the fridge. I don't know what to do. Anyways, so yeah, Gail sneaks in her camera there. At some point, things hit the fan, unfortunately. Okay. The kids leave because, first of all, y'all are weird. Y'all go to see y'all principal's dead body. Alright. All of y'all need help collectively. Tatum gets murked by, I'm gonna say, not Billy. I'm gonna say Stu. I don't know why, but I just feel like it's Stu because that was his girlfriend. They always kill the ones they like, which is a weird flex, but here we are. So yeah, because Tatum goes to get more beers. At some point, Stu does say, "I'll be right back," which in those movies, you know what that means? They got to be gone. Rest in peace. Billy finally shows up to the house. My goodness, the party is like already over. I would have been livid. Him and Sid go and talk. Because tonight's the night. So they go and talk. You know, have a good grand old time. Okay. And Stu makes it so obvious. But yeah, they go up there and have a grand old time. You know, a little PG fun. They play chess and checkers. Duh. So they go upstairs, play chess and checkers. And come to find out, you know, Sid starts getting a little bit suspicious. She said, "Who'd you call? How'd you get a cell phone?" Because if you were evil back then, you had a cell phone. That explains why people act the way they do in this day and age. So yeah, they're like, if you're evil, you got a cell phone. And this is the first time he spooked her. She was at her home alone. He spooked her. She was standing in her pajamas, walking towards the window, spooked her. 2 times. So anyways, after they finish talking and having checkers and chess time, so it's like, "Who'd you call?" It's like, "You, of course. Duh, dummy. Were you like, did you not hear the phone ring? You must have been asleep." But anyways, I'm gonna watch this in card so hard. But yeah. So after that, Ghostface appears from the darkness, which I'm sure they had to get Sid to play chess and checkers, and then when she wins the game, you appear out of the darkness like you're a dark knight, and then, you know, proceed to stab me. Which, by the way, Billy says later on it's pig's blood. What a flex, my guy. What a flex. So, anyways. Sid's like, no. Like a dramatic soap opera actress. She did good. I like Neve Campbell. But yeah. Like, he gets stabbed. And then all of a sudden, they run downstairs, and then Stu and Billy expose themselves. Gail gets shot, and she's not dead. Spoiler alert, she was in the 5th and the 6th Scream. Although I feel like she might die in the 7th, because where are the old faces? I do like where they're taking it, though. I do like it. It is written like nicely and tight. Like everything is like smoothly, and it's making sense. It's coherent. You can guess some of the plot line, and that is not what we're talking about. So I don't know why I went on a tangent. Ooh, this makes her eyes look so pretty. Ooh, to have brown eyes. Anyways, so yeah, once everybody's left, Randy downstairs by himself. Okay, he gets stabbed too, which I feel like they kind of reference in this part where he's like, "Look, it's me." In the 4th Scream. Like, if you've seen that one, does this part where Randy runs up with Stu seem familiar to you? If it does, let me know. So, anyways, Sydney finally realized that her boyfriend, he's crazy. He's a psycho, and I think they admit or may have got it confused that he killed her mom, not Cotton Murray. Anyways, so they do that. And yeah, Gail shoots. It's not Gail. Wrong woman. Sid stabs Billy with an umbrella right here. Super painful. Ugh. And then she shoots him just for extra measure. Right here in the dome. Okay, right here. Boom. Okay. Stu is dead because Sydney pushed a TV on him, which he deserved. Talking about he feel woozy. What are my parents gonna say? Like, murder is real, and you go sit there and be like, what would my parents say? Boy, you gotta go. Dewey is injured. I believe he gets stabbed, and he gets on the stretcher. And then, wow, so funny. Gail goes straight back to work. You just don't care, do you? No, I do not. Gail gets straight back to work. Sid is traumatized, so much so she chops her hair off. The second one that dies is jet black. Don't think we wouldn't notice. Oh, and Miss Jada, I'm still clearly in love with Tupac, but I bore Williams 2 children. Actually, not William, Willard's 2 children. But other than that, I don't wish to be married to this man, and I'm gonna keep talking about my ex, Pinkett Smith. But yeah, the movie ends with that, Sid being traumatized, Gail immediately going back to work, and Dewey being on the stretcher. Randy isn't dead, so if you're concerned, just know Randy isn't dead. At least until the second one. Oops, sorry. It's been out for like, 27 years. You had your chance. The movie is almost 30 years old. See, I don't know which is worse. The fact that it's almost 30 years old, or the fact that I was alive, but I wasn't alive for Halloween movie. But yeah, like it ended like in a good way. Like for that time, like the year it came out, it was written really nice. And like if you like drawn out, is it there, is it not there, psychological do horror movies, this is for you, especially since it was made by Wes Craven, guy who did Nightmare on Elm Street, which I haven't seen any of those except for one where he reached through the fridge, and then he reached through somebody's stomach. That stuck with me, and I never could finish it because I don't do well with the imagery. Okay, because it would be stuck in my head for like forever. I hate it. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention. Because I mentioned on the other time I recorded, I created a podcast called Let's Talk. Okay, I thought I should modify the title of it, but let's talk kind of, I felt like it made sense, and that's the first thing that came to my mind. So let's talk. Let's talk about movies. Let's talk about how you feel about the movie. Let's talk about how it could maybe be better. Podcast, the movie itself, the writing style. Like, how do you like? Let's talk. Like, I feel like that just makes sense. So, like, if you think that that's something you would like to listen to, I'll ramble on with me as I not really respond, but I'm responding back to you. If that is for you, then Let's Talk is the podcast for you. You just want to talk to somebody about a movie you saw? Let's talk. And what is? Thank you for watching, or thank you for listening. If you're driving or you listen to the podcast, thank you for listening to them. Really appreciate it. Anyways, see you later. Oh, yeah. See you in another one.